Hey guys, so we were asked by viewers to do an update video on our pots and journey and story and everything. So I'm gonna do mine. My name is Caroline. I am 14 years old and I am turning 15 in October. I've been sick for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in September. We don't know if this is related to POTS, but in 5th grade I was out of school for a couple of months with severe fatigue, and I was basically sleeping all day, and I was really tired, really dizzy, and a little nauseous, and we didn't know what was the problem. We never found out what the problem was, but it all started with flu-like symptoms, but it never really stopped. Like, I never stopped being sick for months. And then it went away, and I finished 5th grade, and I went on to summer, and then 6th grade, and that was all fine, but I was never back to my normal energy level, and I was always tired, and it just didn't feel like I was the same as before I got sick. Now, looking back on all that and putting the pieces together, it kind of makes sense that it might be related to POTS and everything. So we'll never know. So in August of 2009, I had a gastrointestinal bleed in my stomach and was hospitalized for 5 days to a week. It's all a blur, but they never found the source of the bleed, and they did a lot of tests, and they did a scan in my stomach. I forget what that's called, and they did an endoscopy with a camera thing down my throat, and they didn't find anything. And then I went home, and they also did a lot of other blood stuff at the hospital. So then I went home, and my symptoms never really went away. So I went back, and we did a laparoscopy to make sure everything was alright. And that involved, having incisions, 3 incisions on the stomach area, like lower. And so I recovered from that, and I didn't have very much muscle strength in my stomach for about a week or so, and I don't really remember because it was a long time ago, but yeah, so then I recovered from that. We never really found out because nothing was found in the laparoscopy either, so I just kept having this dizziness, and I just had all the symptoms with POTS, but it wasn't as bad as it is right now. I had light symptoms of POTS, and we didn't know why, and we didn't know why it didn't go away, but I kept on going with regular activities and started school in late August, and I went 2 weeks in school, just doing school and homework and then going to bed because I was so tired. And then Friday in September, I think it was the 11th, I don't really remember exact date, but I know the exact date, but I don't remember right now. And it was a school dance, and I felt really dizzy and nauseous all of a sudden, and I thought it was because of heat in there, and it wasn't, and I'd had a drink, maybe I was dehydrated, but no, it wasn't that. And so I basically went home. The whole weekend I didn't feel good at all. I was really tired. And then that Monday, I went to the hospital, and they did all kinds of tests, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. And so a couple of months went by. They thought I was anemic, so I was on iron. And so then I wasn't anemic anymore, but I still had symptoms, so they didn't know what was wrong. So then we went to a cardiologist, and before that, I had done an echocardiogram, and I had done Holter monitor the test, and you had it on for 24 hours or 48 hours, I forget. I think it was 48 hours, and so he looked at that, and then he diagnosed me with POTS. His cardiologist knew about POTS, but he didn't know much about it. He didn't really help me with it. He gave me Florinef, and I took that once or twice, I forget, but I did not react really well to it. So I had like stomach upsets, and I was just having more symptoms, and so yeah, I don't know if that was related to the meds or anything, but I did not want to take it again. Basically, he told me lifestyle changes, take more salt, drink more water, and if I can, exercise. And he said just light exercise, just, you know, like 5 minutes of walking, or just not even, maybe like 2 minutes of a treadmill or something. And we didn't really have that much information of how I should treat it. And it's just the whole year I've been doing this, I've been figuring out what works for me and figuring out what I can do to help myself feel better. And I live in the US, and I lived in the New England part of it, and so it does have winter, and winter sucks. And I do not take any medication. I have supplements I take from a naturopath. The supplements I take is Isophos. It helps with memory is one of the things. It helps with a lot of stuff. I take progesterone. Helps with hormone balances. I take gastric complex, which helps with my digestion. And I take vitamin D, which helps, you know, absorb vitamin D that isn't from the sun, because most Americans do not get enough vitamin D. Right now I am unable to do school. I am homeschooled and do it when I'm able to, when I feel good enough to do it, and I'm not able to go many places. I probably get out once, or if I'm lucky, twice a week. And I can't do regular activities. I used to play basketball. I can't do that anymore. I used to ride horses every day, and I only do that once a week, every 2 weeks, for half the amount of time I used to do it. I don't have a doctor that's working with me right now on my POTS. I went to the cardiologist, and I want to go to a specialist or try getting an appointment with a specialist, because I really want someone who can help me and knows about it and knows some things that can help. Another thing that helps me that I left out is I wear compression stockings or compression hose, and yeah, so I don't know if you can see the difference in my skin, because I'm wearing compression stockings. So let me go get one. These are my other pair. I wear waist-high ones now because these always fall down, and it's something to do with skin oils or something. I don't know, but these always fell down. They never used to do that, and I don't know why they're doing it now, but I wear waist-high ones now, and this is how they look with the thigh highs. And these are the 20-30s, so they're the tighter ones. I wear 15-20s, and they help a lot with pooling. So if you have a lot of pooling, because my feet turn really purple, I would suggest wearing these, because these help a bunch. I also have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I have POTS syndrome and chronic fatigue syndrome, and it's also known as CFS. A random fun fact about me is I have a cockatiel, and this is him. His name's Pumpkin, and so the sounds he does. You want to do some sounds? Okay. He does a race car sound, so he has to do this. Meow. Good boy. Meow. Good boy. This is also the song he loves to sing. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. That's his happy chortle sound. This is the Addams Family before the song before. That was Jingle Bells. Back to Addams Family. Alright, so you want to do something different? You want to laugh? There we go. There we go. My future plans, I am moving to another house in the area that we've been building, so that's going to be fun, and we have a barn there, so that's going to be really awesome, so I can see Winnie every single day. Hopefully I can ride more often, build up my strength. Hopefully I will get back into high school, because next year I'd be in high school. So hopefully I can gather all my homeschool things up and finish 8th grade homeschool and move on to high school and stuff. So those are my future plans right now. Since I'm so young, I don't have any plans for college yet, you know. But yeah. So I hope you liked this video. I hope I gave you more information about me and more information about pots. And yeah, so watch me on Sundays on TeenPotsyProductions, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!